Hello and welcome to Life, Locks and Laughs. I'm Terry, your host, and this is where narrowboat living, LGBTQ+ stories and unsolicited advice come together. In this podcast, we're going to dive into life on the canals, share stories about the quirks of narrowboat living, and explore LGBTQ+ topics. You'll also hear about my accidents, my mishaps, and the chaos that is narrowboat living. So, sit down, untie your ropes, and let's go. Hiya,
Hello?
it's here,
What?
the podcast,
Which one?
our podcast.
Are we doing one?
Yeah.
All right then.
This isn't an interview for a radio, by the way.
Oh, I wondered what it was. I've only just come in from taking the rubbish. Thought it was in a live studio.
Well, the live studio / kitchen.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So, a lot longer than I initially planned, this is finally here. I am on my 3rd / 4th setup of equipment on how to try and figure out how to do this, because this is unbelievably a lot more complicated than what I thought it would. I thought it would be a case of buying some stuff on Amazon, plugging it in, and away you go. Nope. I only wish. This may in fact be the only episode because I have no idea how I've managed to get this to work, but I have. So this could be the first and maybe last episode of Life, Locks and Laughs.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
That's a great start. And who are you?
I am Terry.
Brilliant.
I am the main host of Life, Locks and Laughs. So I am originally from Cumbria, the land of Cumberland sausage, cheese XL crisps, if you know, you know, sticky toffee pudding, rain, lakes, and green stuff. Not illegal green stuff, just
Yeah,
like,
that did sound a bit illegal,
it
didn't it, really?
didn't it?
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Good Lord, we're going to get arrested.
like trees and grass and stuff.
Yeah, trees and grass.
Yeah.
The real, yeah.
Oh shit, grass. Yeah. Wow.
Wow, this has gone deeper than we thought.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I'm not re-recording this because this is take number 42.
yeah, and I'm getting bored.
You bore everybody you come in contact with. But there we go.
And I'm Simon. I'm the other half to T. We've been together now. This is our 3rd year, isn't it?
Yeah.
Good Lord, it feels longer.
Tell me about it.
And we're from. Well, I'm originally from Sheffield in South Yorkshire, and been living on a narrowboat on my own for 5 years until you moved on board 2-3 years ago.
I feel free to live on your own again.
I know. I'm thinking about it.
Yeah.
Less mess. And we also have 2 dogs, a cockapoo called Puds, and a jug, which is a Jack Russell
called
pug.
Patsy.
Yeah, and she's a complete pain in the rear end, but we love her to bits. Little boggly-eyed freak. Don't say it.
I didn't say anything.
You were gonna.
Maybe I was.
Yeah.
So as you can tell, this podcast is going to be an absolute catastrophe. But we're
Either
just...
that or really crap.
It's not just the same thing.
Well, it depends where you look at it.
I guess so. Yeah. So this is going to be a journey. We're learning how to do things. This is our first time podcasting. We just thought it'd be a bit of a laugh.
Absolutely. So if you've got any questions about boating, because everybody's talking about boating now, and we just thought we'd get on the bandwagon because, you know, I've been doing it a long time. T's really interested in it.
Stop. You've never called me T in my life.
I know, but I thought it'd be cool for this.
Well, do you know what? Stop it.
Okay. So, Mr. Terry.
Right. Okay.
So yeah, but if you've got any questions about boating, how do they get in touch? How do they ask?
Well, do you know what? If you actually showed any interest, / if I actually even bothered to tell you,
Yeah.
we have social media, so
is
you
that what
can
that
send
is?
questions on
I wondered what I got a
our.
friend request for.
You don't have friends.
Oh,
On our Instagram and Facebook page.
brilliant.
Yeah.
Great.
It's lovely.
Drop us a message on there. Follow us. Give us a follow.
Yeah. So boating. Let's talk about some boating stuff, shall we?
Okay then. Where's the front?
What
The front.
is the stern?
Oh, this is gonna be a long life. The stern.
Yeah.
Is the front of the boat. The pointy end.
Yeah, it's the pointy bit at the front.
Yeah. Okay. Jeez. And what's the back of the boat called?
Bow.
Yeah, you're being funny for the fun of it, you aren't you?
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh no, I got it. Bow is the front
Yeah.
and stern is the back.
Well done.
There we go.
Good Lord above. Which side would be the port side?
Right side.
No.
Left side.
Yeah.
There we go.
And do you know how to remember that?
No.
Got no port left.
Got no what?
I've got no port left.
What?
That's how you remember it. That's how I've always remembered it. I have no port left.
Are you saying
port.
port or pork?
Pork. Well, I'm not saying pork, am I? Which side of the boat is pork? You dumbass. Anyway, he knows a lot about boating.
I know shit all,
Yeah.
but do you know
He
what?
knows what a girly toy is.
All that's and it's not what you think. You don't buy it from.
Oh yeah, sorry, no,
Summers.
it's not anything industrial or anything like that.
No. Girly toys to boaters is what's known as bow thrusters, which thankfully help you steer your boat. So talking about boaters and boating, why don't we tell you a bit about where we are?
Yeah. So I think I've said already we're in the Midlands.
Do you know what? I don't know. We've re-recorded this that many times.
We've forgotten where we are, who we are, and what we're doing. But yeah, we live at a place called Mercia Marina in Derby, South Derbyshire. Apparently, it's the largest inland waterways marina in Europe.
So you keep telling me, but I can't be bothered to
research
that.
I
So
think you have to walk round to the office and it tells you on the side.
Well, they'll say anything.
Yeah.
Probably best not say that.
Yeah, probably just edit that out.
Yeah.
Stupid. But no, yeah, so we live here and there are over 500 boats. I can't remember how many, but there are 500 boats in this marina. Majority of which are residential. And it's quite an amazing place, really. You may have been, you may have not. But it's a very, very large community, of course. But because of the way the marina's set out, it's like there are several very small communities within that larger community. And it's fantastic. It's just a fantastic place to be. I've been on the site, let's say, more or less since the year it opened when my parents moved here. I've watched it grow over the years and it's just become incredible. Really. It's like living at Centre Parks on crack. That's the way to describe it. You know, it is a wildlife park.
Can't say I've tried crack.
No, neither have I. No. But yeah, no, it's just a fantastic place to be. We're not sponsored by the marina, so we're not getting any special discounts on moorings yet. I'm joking. But no, so we've got I think we've said as well, we've got family in the marina. Mother lives here, one side of us, away down the jetty, and we've got my sister the other side of us on her wide beam, and brother-in-law down the other side of the jetty. We've got a great community of friends within the marina.
So anybody that lives on the same street as your in-laws, I get it. Do you want to say any more times?
I know, I'm just thinking, that's why I went a bit quiet. I'm going, how many times can you say that, lad?
Probably about 36 M's ago.
But yeah. No, we can edit that bit out.
All right, Victor Pollard.
Sure. So yeah, so we live here at Mercia and we love it.
Do you know what I do? And I've never lived on a boat before. I've always been interested in boats. I lived in Manchester for a number of years, lived in Lancaster for a couple of years, and they're very big canal city. So I've always seen boats, and I've always been, do you know what? I'd love to go on a holiday on one. Never happened. Well, it has, because now I live on one. So don't know why I said that. That's a bit pointless, isn't it?
Pointless, yeah. But I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
You saw them, you thought you'd try it, but you did it. You stuck yourself in the deep end and moved on board straight away, more or less.
Pretty much.
Yeah. So that's where we are.
And do you know what? It's such an amazing way of life. I've gone from a house to living on a boat, and in the nicest possible sense, I was quite materialistic. I liked a lot of stuff. But there's just not the space for it. So you really learn to appreciate what in life is important.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
The fact that you don't need every little gadget, although looking at if you were studying this kitchen now, you wouldn't believe it with the amount of bits of nonsense we've got. Yeah, you do get to learn that you really don't need anything in life as long as you have each other. Bit soppy, I know. And the things that you really need, it's just so much better, isn't it? I mean, we have a shed on in the marina as well, which is just full of rubbish, and I'm putting that politely, but we do need to go through that and get rid of some of it.
yeah, and we are making out as if we live by nature, but we have an air fryer, a dishwasher, and a coffee machine, and a soda stream. So
Yeah, we do have gadgets in the kitchen. We do like to cook, but I think most of the population has an air fryer nowadays. And
I love an air fryer.
Definitely. Oh, that could be a new podcast. Talk about air fryers.
Yeah.
No, maybe not. But no, we love our air fryer and definitely would never get rid of that for a fact.
No, but
I'd
also
rather get rid of the oven.
I don't know. I can't remember last time I used that.
No, I can't.
But what I do love about being on a boat is the community. So I like to compare it. And I was actually going to tell you this before as a little conversation in the car, but I thought, you know what, let's save it for recording this podcast that you knew nothing about. I'd quite compare the boating community to like 1930s, 1950s TV. Like, you don't lock your front door, you knock around on your neighbour's door for a cup of sugar.
Yeah,
like that kind of traditional.
Yeah, no, that is pretty much the way the boaters are, and the majority of boaters, not all, because you always get that, but the majority of boaters, basically, if you need something, and I don't mean that on the scrounge, but let's say your filter's gone on your engine, or I don't know, something's happened on the boat. There's somebody that will either have it, know somebody who has it, or can get you on PDQ, or can help you out. You're going to say, "What's PDQ?" aren't you?
Well, no, I'm not, because I know your utter stupid sayings. But if you'd like to explain it, what
PDQ is pretty damn quick.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
let's hear when people steal and use that.
Absolutely.
I'm going to go with 0.
I'm going to go with 0. Hey, just you leave that alone. But no, there's always somebody that's willing to help you within the community of boating. Anything at all, really, isn't it? You can be going down the canal, and you see somebody on the side that's a bit stranded. You always pull in and offer your help, or at least slow the boat down and see if they need a bit of help. We even helped somebody with a bicycle and helped with a puncture, didn't we? We pulled in and helped them with a puncture.
Oh, I can't remember that, but but I can't remember a lot of stuff. But there was that. Was it last? I can't remember. Was it last October?
Thinking of somebody.
That as we were coming back to the village from Great Haywood, there was that boat that was grounded, and you had to pull it out.
To pull them off. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, they'd grounded themselves on the bank just outside the village, actually, wasn't it? And
I literally just said that.
Yeah, thank you for reminding me yet again. But we just, that's nothing major though. That you would do that naturally. I would. Common sense would say this boat's stuck. Let's help them.
Yeah.
Just throw the front line around the back of our boat and pulled her off. And then 30 seconds later, we turned around and we saw they'd done it again. But I wasn't reversing. Is that bad?
It kind of goes against what you were saying about
it does a bit, doesn't it?
sense of community, but okay.
Yeah. I know, but we'd already got round the corner, and there's no way we're reversing this boat back round the thing and up the straight again. You can only do it once.
So what you're saying is that it was a complete fluke.
What was the fluke?
You doing it the first time?
No, because you're going along. You see somebody.
No.
You see somebody stuck on the side, grounded. Fair enough. You've made a mistake. We'll help you off because you're going to be able to. Certainly, the way that lady was trying to push that boat off that bank.
Yeah.
So I wrapped the rope around the back of our boat and I pulled her off. Brilliant. Carry on. Stay away from the edge where it's shallow. Oh no! What did they do? They turned the boat back into the shallow and grounded it again. You should have learned your lesson, pal.
So basically what you're saying is that he will offer his help, but only once.
Yeah, I mean, stupidity. I can't be dealing with that.
That's why you can't deal with yourself then.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
And I did shout back at them, "Why did you do that?" And she just went, "I don't know," and shrugged her shoulders and put her arms up in the air.
I was going to say, do you realise it isn't being recorded and they can't see?
Yeah, they
your
can't see me as I'm
movements?
putting my hands up in the air.
Like you just don't care.
All right.
So yeah, that's the general sense of community we have in Boaters World.
Brilliant.
In boat life.
And what's your favourite thing about being on a boat?
My favourite thing about being on a boat is just being on the water as a Pisces, as a water sign. I feel at one on the water.
Blimey.
Yeah, joke.
Should see him in a kayak.
Yeah, it's like the Titanic.
And what's your worst thing about being on a boat?
Summer, the whole fucking summer. Gee, I just want to die.
Mm.
I just want it. They say in every every boater I have met says, "Oh, if you can survive a winter on a boat, you can survive anything." Winter, fine. The other day I came on here, it was -1. The dog's water bowl was frozen. My stupidly expensive extra virgin olive oil was frozen.
Can I just state the dogs weren't on board the boat? We
Yeah.
were on our other boat, and we just come to check this one. We hadn't abandoned them in freezing temperatures.
Yeah, so RSPCA, please do not come.
Yeah, no.
Do you know what? Fine. Yeah, do you know what? I didn't live on it. I got it nice and warm. Yes, it is cold. Yes, the fire does go out. But summer, there is no let up because these boats are designed to keep heat in, which then does include. Oh, shut up. Shh, the RSPCA is not coming. But there is just no let up. It's just so hot. However hot it is outside, plus 10 degrees in this boat, it's horrific.
Yeah. However, we should also just mention that you can't regulate your blood temperature very well, your temperatures very well, can you, at the minute? So that
No.
might not help, because I love summers on the boat. It's one of my favourite times, probably everybody's favourite time apart from you. The summertime, you know, can go and sit on the front of the boat when you get home from work, eat out on the front of the boat or the back of the boat with a swan and have a drink, and all your chums are up on the, as we call it,
Chums? Who the fuck says chums?
Me.
Why?
What's wrong with that?
Everything's wrong with that.
Well, just shh.
No one says chums.
Okay. Well, when one's up on the beer hill with one's friends.
You don't have any friends either.
Shut up, you tart. You're a douche. But no, you can go up there and you have a beer with everybody, and yeah, it can get very warm on board, but I love it. Get the aircon out when you can get it to work.
Yeah, I bought an aircon because the first year was kind of the year we were, just together. So it's like, oh yeah, I can handle this. It's fine, but inside I wanted to die. And then the second year,
that was 22, wasn't it?
Yeah,
22 when we had that really hot summer.
Was it 20?
Yeah, it was
I can't remember. I thought, do you know what? No,
it was 40 degrees on board, wasn't it?
Yeah, awful.
But it wasn't. There was no air or anything. It was just stale heat, wasn't it?
Yeah. But what I do like is like you're saying, we all go up on the grass. We have a barbecue, and we do outside game. So yeah, summer's not that bad. I'm just making it out to be bad. But
it's a good laugh. Sometimes when you I get what you're saying. It does get a bit hot on board. You have to sweat it out, but it's a great time. Ooh. I think my favourite thing is the fact that when I come through the gates of an evening after work, I feel like I'm on holiday. But that's life. When I come through those security gates at the front of the marina, I'm on holiday. And I have no stress. I do, but I don't think about it. I have no worries. I do, but I don't think about it because I'm on holiday. That's how it feels every time I come out. And it's always been like that. So like, for instance, when an narrowboat, I had a cruiser, which was a leisure boat for me. And I used to come down of a weekend, obviously, and then bugger off home on a Sunday. And every time I used to go on a Sunday, I'd get that sicky feeling in my stomach. Oh, God, I've got to go back to Sheffield. Oh, God, and then I get back up to Sheffield.
I think anyone thinks that if they want to go back to Sheffield.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, that sicky feeling in my stomach. yeah, when I would be coming down on a Friday night after work to come back down to the boat, I'd getting all excited and that little buzz in my stomach come through the gates, and I get that same feeling coming home every day from work, and that's my favourite thing.
What about your least favourite thing?
Going to work in the morning. No, probably the least favourite thing I think about the boats is I think so. Everybody, because there's a lot of people talking about boats. Everybody's trying to make a video about a boat and do this and do that and get everybody involved in boats, and everybody thinks it's a cheaper way of life, which it is to an extent, but it isn't actually.
No, it's definitely not.
It depends on what you're buying. It depends on how much you're outlaying on said thing. I think the only thing really, certainly speaking from living within a marina where you're plugged in, I think the only thing that's really cheaper than being in a house is the lecky and the gas.
Yeah.
I think that's it, more or less.
Yeah.
Obviously, you've got the outlay of the boat, and you can spend anything you want. I'm sure everybody's had a little look at what boats are worth and values and things, but you can spend an outrageous amount of money. You can spend over 100K on a boat.
Well, if you get a wide beam,
200. Yeah, exactly. So you buy what you can afford, obviously, but then you've got all your other outgoings. You've got your moorings to keep it in the marina. You've got your river and canal licenses. You've got your BSC, which luckily is only 4 years. You got to take the damn thing out of the water every 2 years. There's another bit of money going out the account. So there's a lot of maintenance with them, and I think that's the bit of the ball ache. Just having to worry about maintaining it and thinking, oh, I've got to black the boat next year.
Yeah.
I've got to do this, I've got to do that. Because I don't really have any. I don't think I have a bad thing about living on a boat because I love it that much. And I can't ever see myself, God forbid, unless for medical reasons, I can't live on board a boat. Crickety knees or something, I don't know.
Too late for that.
Yeah, pretty much. But no, there's nothing major without that I wouldn't want to live on a boat for.
So we have some questions.
Bum, bum, bum.
So our good friend Emma has asked, do you have to pay to park up somewhere?
That's a typical misconception, isn't it?
Or is there a time limit that you have?
No, we have to pay to moor, not park, but moor a narrowboat or wide beam or whatever else you might have within a marina. And that depends on, most marinas are different. They're all within the same, but some are more, some are less. And it goes on per footage. So, we've got a 60-foot boat and a 45-foot boat in this marina. So we're paying per footage for us. If you're a constant cruiser, I believe, I could be wrong, but I believe that the licensing fee, which is your river and canal license, is slightly more than we pay as permanent moorers within the marina. But I could be wrong, but I think I'm right. Next.
And also, when you are travelling, is there a power source from a generator?
Absolutely. So obviously you have your power source, which is the engine aboard the boat. So as you're cruising along, like in a car when you're driving along, your alternators are charging your batteries. So on board this boat we have 4 leisure batteries and 1 starter. So the alternator's putting the power back into that slowly but surely. But if we wish to stay around for a few days in one location, then we have the option to either turn the engine on, and this engine on this boat's pretty quiet compared to our other engine on our other boat.
So loud.
So loud. So we could put the engine on here for an hour or two just to top them back up, and at that point as well, we're putting heat into the water system as well when we're using the engine. If not, we'll grab the generator that we have on board and we'll go and stick that either on the back of the boat or on the towpath if it's not raining. And then it's basically like plugging in here to shoreline when we're in the marina. So we can put the immersion on, we can do everything that we would do in the marina.
And somebody has also asked about toilets.
Oh, it's a dirty subject to talk about.
We shit in a plastic box.
Yeah, well, that's a nice way to put it.
Yeah.
So there are a few different different toilets you can have on boats. As Terry says, you can have a box, which is a cassette toilet, and there's different styles. So you have ones that have an actual cassette, like in a caravan, that you pull out the side and take off to the sluices and empty. There's also a cassette toilet where you take the top of the toilet off and you've got your cassette and you then again carry that off to the sluices.
Yeah, it's more like a camping style toilet.
Camping, yeah. Then we have pump out toilets. So you would have a tank where normally underneath the bed at the back or wherever it might be, but you normally have a tank on board the boat which holds
like a septic tank.
Septic tank, holding tank, grey water tank, I guess. Which I think, well, Mum's boat's got a holding tank, and she can, if she uses hers, can last a month before she has to have it pumped out. Which is at that point she would take it over to the pump out around the front of the marina and pay a small fee. It's not a small fee at all. To have the toilet pumped out.
Get your shit sucked out.
Yeah, basically that.
Yeah.
Or as my dad used to say, bum chutney.
Oh, it's gross.
And then there's obviously composting toilets, which I've never had, never been down that route, but we know plenty of people that have got them and are really happy with them.
Do we?
Yes, well, I know plenty of people who've got composting toilets and are happy with them. But it's something that I've never had or thought about doing, just for the expense of it, really.
Wow.
There you go.
It's a lot of shit information.
Hey, this guy's swimming.
We have an argument to settle.
Oh, God.
No, between us, because we don't have that long. But but Sarah has asked about the cleaning of an air fryer. Do you clean it after every use or not? Even if it's just had chips in it?
Well, that's a bit random thing to ask, isn't it? When, we're here boating.
Yeah, but we're here for advice as well.
Oh, are we? Are we
Yeah.
really? Are we like, what were the name of them cleaners that you used to watch? Aggie and what's her name? What were they called?
Kim and Aggie.
Kim and Aggie. Are we like Kim and Aggie now?
No, because we're not fucking cleaning.
Well, look at the air fryer, you'll know
No,
that.
it's just a general question, not a cleaning question.
Do we clean? No, we don't. No. I think it depends what's been in
I do.
No, you don't.
You're a liar.
No, you don't.
You leaked rotten. You are.
So if we've cooked chicken or meat or something like that, then yes, it would get cleaned out before anything else went into it. But if it's had chips in it or something that's not going to leave a mess in the bottom of the fryer, then probably no. It might go a couple of times before it gets washed.
I've never seen you clean that air fryer.
Well, that's a lie. Seeing as though when you're going, I'm cooking tea, you can wash the air fryer, so I wobble in here and wash it out for you.
Right, well, there's only one bit of that was correct, and that was the wobble. So. Anyway, that's our pilot episode. So
it's been nice talking to you.
It's been nice talking.
And well, that's it. Goodbye.
Let's hope I can set this up again. So yeah.
Yeah, that was great. Yeah, thanks for that. Everybody's enjoyed listening to our dulcet tones for 20 minutes?
Well, by the time I'm done editing, who knows?
Who knows? Well, yeah.
Well, let's work out how to edit first.
Oh, crikey. Well, so you won't see this until January 2026.
You're not going to make January 26th if you carry on. Right, goodbye. I need to murder my fiance. Like, rate, subscribe, all of that malarkey. Bye.
Bonjour.